No stranger to delicious foods, Sara Oteri
Hello.
is joining us all in my market kitchen.
Thanks for having me.
I'm looking over here. There's prawns, lemon, capers. They're classic ingredients, but what are you going to do with these to impress everyone at home?
I'm gonna make us some prawn rolls.
Prawn rolls?
So think lobster rolls, American, maybe a little bit of British influence, but we're using prawns because we're Aussies.
Yeah.
Now these ones are beautiful Queensland king prawns, and we're going to poach them today, but a little bit differently. I learnt this technique when working in restaurants, and I love this technique, and it's an easy one to do at home. So all we're going to do is put our beautiful prawns into this tray. Now we're gonna heavily salt this. You can add different spices and like lemon and stuff, but I find because it's only gonna take 10 to 15 minutes, the flavor won't infuse too much and it's just a little bit of a waste of things. So salt, very important. And then we've boiled some hot water, just hot water over the top. That's it. And this is a really lovely way of doing it because it's lovely and delicate and we're not shocking the flesh, which makes them tight and rubbery. They're just gonna sit there, chill out, have a little bit of a bath. That is it. And we just wait till probably 10, 15 minutes till it's temperature enough for us to touch, and it's done. That is literally it. And now, no prawn roll would be perfect without some mayonnaise. So we're gonna make ourselves a lovely mayonnaise. As you can see, we're using a jar. You can use a blending canister, whatever you want. Just something that's a bit narrow, and we just have to make sure that the eggs don't burst. So lovely and gentle.
On the side.
Lovely.
It's always the pressure on when it comes to
just
cracking
like...
eggs. You're like, it's gonna pop for sure.
Awesome.
Great.
And then, same thing again, we're gonna pour a neutral oil, so this is grapeseed oil over the top. It's about 300 mils or so. And just doing it so that we don't pop our eggs. Dun, 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 dun. So much pressure. So now we need a stick blender. I'm gonna give you this job.
Me? Yeah.
So
Pressure.
the trick is, I know, the trick is to put your blade directly over the yolks and crank the speed. You want a really fast speed so it emulsifies almost instantly.
So both yolks, muster them up?
Yeah, try.
Oh, talk about... Now, I wonder you dished it over to me.
Yeah, I was like, go, 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 you do it,
I'm going to let gravity do the work
Yeah,
for me.
that's it.
Okay, there we go. And high?
Yes. And you can see instantly it emulsifies. Up and down, just getting all that egg to mix with all that beautiful oil. It's important to use a neutral oil as well. I've done it with like wonderful extra virgin olive oils, but it tends to be quite bitter and you don't want that. It overpowers everything else. So try and get a neutral oil if you can. All right, we're gonna just chop up some celery. So you can do this for me if you want. We're just going to, really?
Emma, I'm Emma's chopper.
Oh, really? So little ribbons like that, and then we're just gonna, we just want them tiny little chunks because these are little burgers and they're gonna be quite delicate. You don't want a big heap of celery in there. You just want a little bit of crunch here and there. I've probably got about 2 tablespoons or so of capers here. And again, it's a vehicle, so you can mix it up. If you want it crunchier, put more celery. If you want more saltiness, add some more capers. Now I've got a bit of garlic. I really love, prawns and garlic, they go so well. And garlic and mayonnaise is also really great. If you don't have yourself a microplane, you can use a grater that's a little bit larger. I'm gonna use probably for this amount, depends how big your clove is, but maybe half or 1. Get it as small as you can, and then using the side of your knife, just smudge it just like this. And so what you're making is like a garlic paste. And so it's lovely and fine, so when you bite into it, you get a nice hum of garlic throughout rather than biting into a chunk of...
Then a big chunk of hot garlic.
Now what I might do is I'll put this mayonnaise in a bowl, and then a generous amount of dill, I think it's important, and I'm gonna cut this really finely.
I like your explanation of this mayonnaise being a vehicle. It can carry any flavour.
Yep, and it's beautiful as well, I think texturally. When you try this prawn flesh, it's so tender and it's so silky. The mayonnaise almost reinforces that because it has that silky mouthfeel as well. So in with the dill, some lemon juice, which is very important. We need that acidity. I'm just gonna use my hands to catch the
pips.
pips, that's it. Mayonnaise needs quite a bit of salt, I think.
Because then it seasons the whole roll as well.
Exactly.
You don't need to put a lot of salt on the rest of your meal.
Now, some paprika, smoky paprika. You can get the sweet variety, you can get bitter paprika, you can get hot paprika. Now, I'm using regular hot dog buns, but because these are mini prawn rolls, we're going to actually get probably 2 rolls out of each of these. So using a sharp knife, top and tail them. I think it's always good when you see a really
So you were
sharp
a
knife.
no crust girl, obviously, growing up.
Well, I don't think I need extra curly hair. And then we cut this down the middle, and then we'll make a little slit, but don't go all the way to the bottom because that's where we're going to put our prawn meat. Just like that.
You're reinventing a hot dog when you're making it a gourmet prawn.
I know. That's it. Like a lot of people, when I've made this in the past, they're like, "What bread did you use? It was phenomenal. It's so cute." I'm like, honestly, it was a regular hot dog bun. Which takes some of the glam out of it, but people love it.
Well, the hot dog hasn't conquered the world for no reason, has it?
That's
it's
it.
doing something
That's it.
right.
Exactly. It's won over hearts all over the world. So they're ready to go. I'm going to just put these to the side. What we're going to do with these buns is we're going to butter them and pan fry them just to get that nice little crunch because, you know, we need more butter in our lives. Get a beautiful crunch and caramelization on the side. So when we put our lobster meat in, it's warm. So I think it's really good if you have a warm prawn roll. It's really, really good.
Toasted white roll.
Ugh,
well, should I get
better.
on to this then?
Yes, let's do it. So just some regular salted butter. Beautiful, and that's
So
all there
end
is.
on end.
Yep, so when the pan gets nice and hot, which it looks like it is, we start toasting them until they're getting lovely and caramelized.
Great.
So our prawns are lovely and poached. We're just taking off their shells. Now, Lynton, you've got some there that I've already done, and we've deveined them. If you want to just cut them into nice thick chunks for me.
Yep.
So I think it's nice. You've got these beautiful prawns. It'd be a shame to mince them up and make them mushy. Keep that texture in there. Beautiful.
Get a nice bite of
That's
prawn.
it. Now, when you're deveining prawns at home, it can get a bit messy, and I know the urge sometimes is to run them underwater, but don't be doing that because the water in your taps aren't very good for prawns or any seafood, really.
No.
You want to keep that salty flavour, so just wipe it away.
Essence of the ocean.
That's it. You want to preserve it.
Don't want to wash that
Yes,
away.
no. Awesome. So let's get ourselves a little bowl. Put some of that awesome prawn flesh in there. Look at our smoky mayonnaise. That nice crunch of the celery. Now, not too much. You don't want to overpower it. You just want enough just to cover it all. Give that a little mix. Beautiful. So now we have these little hot dog buns. They're lovely and warm, which I love. And let's be generous, shall we? Just gonna open these up. Just put the prawny goodness in there. It's always good if it overflows a little bit. And then, because we've got the dill happening, you can always just finish with a little bit, just a little something, something.
The greenery.
Why not? That's it.
That's spectacular. It's actually
Beautiful.
such a simple recipe.
It's
Prawns,
so simple.
grapeseed oil, 2 eggs, and then flavouring of your choice.
Exactly. And these are great. Again, you can have all this done beforehand. Once the prawns are like that, you can either chill them if you like, because if we heat the buns are the nice hot part. So you can easily put that in the fridge if you want. And they're a great thing to start like a party or, you know, a picnic, whatever. And the prawn's really delicate.
That is one of the best cooked prawns I've ever had.
Yes!
Sara Oteri has revolutionised cooking prawns and made it so simple at the same time. I hope you've learnt something today, because I definitely have, and I'm going to be eating these any chance I get.
Yep. Thanks.